Welcome back, everyone, to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Thanks so much for joining Kathy and I today. We're so thrilled to be here.
Hey, Susan, how are you doing today?
Good, Kath.
I got to say, I'm struggling again. Everyone who knows me knows I've had 2 bouts of bronchitis. Now I'm fighting what we lovingly refer to in Austin as cedar fever. I cannot cut a break. I think I need to move to Tahiti. You want to go?
That's winter, Kath.
Okay,
winter.
But we are going pretty soon. In a few weeks, we're going to go play golf in Carmel.
I can't wait.
I got to tell you. I was talking with Guy from Jones Season last night. We've decided I'm his big sister. You know, he calls me for advice. He's telling me, he's like a girl, Susan. He's asking me what I'm wearing. I said,
wait. You know, he's been taking lessons, got new clubs.
Oh, no, that's where I'm going with
this.
Photo
shoots. God bless you, Guy.
Guy said to me, well, what are you wearing? I said, well, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I've got, 18 million golf outfits.
Golf attire.
He goes, let me tell you. And he went through this whole thing. Guy, if you're listening, I warned you I was going to tell it. He was talking about how his dad, his favorite player, golf player was Gary Player, who is, if he's even alive, way old guy. But Gary Player's signature thing, he always dressed in black. So in honor of Gary Player, Guy went out and bought an entire, no wait, you need to hear this, entire new black outfit. He's telling me, I got new black shoes and black pants and black shirt. And I said, Guy, you're a girl. This is what girls talk about. And he goes, and I bought new clubs.
So Kathy, let me ask you something. Did you get a new outfit for Carmel?
No. No, that's why I was laughing. I said, Guy, you got to be kidding me. And then we're talking about golf handicaps, because remember on one of our recent episodes we had Keith, and he was saying he's got like a 7 or a 10.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't,
pretty good. Yeah.
I personally cannot count that low, but he was talking about his hand, and so I told Guy that, and Guy starts panicking. I said, Guy, it doesn't matter. Have a couple of drinks, it'll all be fine. He goes, I don't drink. I said, perfect time to start.
Yeah, right. It's all about playing the game. It doesn't matter what your score is.
Yeah. Anyway, Guy, if you're listening, can't wait to see you.
Can't wait to play against you, Guy.
Yeah, Susan and I will. I told him I was hooking up playing with Keith because I needed that low handicap to offset mine. He was dying.
That's
anyway,
so fun.
Today
it will be fun. It will be fun.
It's going to be great fun. But today, while I'm sniffling, we're going to answer some more of your fan questions. And guys, you know the drill, but if you don't, one more time, make sure you're submitting them to bachelornation.com/golden hour. Just write us in your comments, your thoughts. Susan and I not only like to answer them on air, seriously, don't we talk about them off air too, Susan?
Absolutely. And you remember them when someone else asks some kind of a question and you refer back. It's crazy. But please send us everything, your questions, your updates, even something that we talked about and you did already and you finished it, whether you used our advice or not, let us know. And remember, you can also DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour. Okay, time to get into the episode. Let's start, Kathy, with the question of the day.
Okay. All right, Susan. Is it? Here we go. It's not moral quandary. I just want an answer.
Thank you, Lord.
Is it healthy to be any amount of jealous in a relationship? And I'm so glad you're answering this first.
Oh, God. So I think I know in my brain that you shouldn't be jealous, but a little bit.
Okay, you know where I'm going. Tell me what that means. Define jealous.
To me, it would mean like you really care, like you care. I hate the word jealous, like non-trusting. Is that what you mean by jealous?
I'm just, to me, jealousy means it's symptomatic in my mind of not trust. Yes, for me it is. And it's, if a guy is asking me, well, who are you on the phone with? Or why can't I come over tonight? Or, what are you doing? Why can't you take my phone call? That's jealousy, and that means a lack of trust. So, I don't like it.
Yeah, but to answer the question, no, it is not healthy.
I agree.
If there's no
Susan,
trust.
It's going to be a great day. We're agreeing right off the bat. Yay, us.
Or agree. We agreed.
We agreed.
You said we're agreeing. I'm like, what's green?
That's just my voice because I can't talk with all the cedar fever in my throat here. But no, goodness. I think that you're right. And I don't like jealousy. I think it's not a good look on a man or a woman.
I don't even like the word jealous. Sometimes you can be envious of someone or something. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's different.
but
You know what?
it
That's
is
funny you
different.
say that. People confuse the
Jealousy.
meaning of the, not to be an English teacher here, but jealousy, as you just pointed out, is not envy. I don't think either one are particularly attractive,
No.
but all right.
But we're
well, that's
human.
good.
We're
All right, so
human.
we're going to move on. We've settled that question of the day.
Yes.
We're going to get going with our
Questions.
fan questions.
I love
So
these.
let's get into them.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and read the first one, and we'll see. It's from
Okey-doke.
Anonymous. And just to remind everyone, if you're uncomfortable using your name, please write us anyway. You can just say anonymous. We will
Anonymous.
still answer your question.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Kathy and Susan, help me, please. I'm freaking out right now.
Oh,
My
boy.
boyfriend and I have been together for 6 months, and we just found out our parents went on a first date. They sat us down and told us the other night. They're saying that after they met due to us dating, quote, one thing led to another, and they just started connecting. I'm starting to think it's more than just one date, but according to them, it was just the one. Is this totally weird and incestual, or should we support them? I really, really like my boyfriend, but this is just so strange. He and I haven't talked about it yet because we're taking space to think on things. Oh,
Oh
Susan,
my
go.
goodness! I think this is awesome.
So do I.
Just think, you let two people meet each other organically, which is everything we always dreamed
Exactly.
of. What's
Exactly.
wrong with it? Stop freaking out.
And let me say, I want to say to everyone, it's only incestual, Anonymous, if your mother is sleeping with your brother or you. That is what incest is. If she is dating your boyfriend's father, that's called a date.
How fun would that be when they're
Oh, my
getting
God.
together, though? You wouldn't have to do two different visits. You could all do it at once. I love this.
It is not incestual. You may feel it's weird, but you know what, Anonymous? I would encourage you to think about, I don't know if it's your mom or your dad, and whether it's his mom and dad, or whether the mom's dating the mom and the dad is dating the dad. I don't care. Whatever it is, try to celebrate love.
Yeah.
Try to celebrate dating. Try to celebrate the fact that we're all looking for someone to care about and love. And if this is, as Susan said, how they've organically met, try to accept it. It may feel a little weird at first, but you know.
Focus on your boyfriend and you. Never mind about them. Let them do them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful, but thank you so much for
Let
letting
us
That's
know,
a good
Anonymous.
one. I love this.
I know. We've never had a question like that. Anonymous, let us know what happens. And as I always plug for Susan, if they decide to get married, Susan is a wedding officiant. So
There you go.
give her a call.
There you go. Or you. I could do
I'll
that.
be the maid of honor. All right.
Okay. Thanks
Go ahead.
again for writing in, and good luck. And just try to accept, like Kathy said.
To make planning the perfect beach vacation.
Michael Smith. They think I'm
Let's try FH. Local small business owners.
A business. I really didn't have a lot of fear, and it
Personalized engravings and iconic so much to them.
I want them to call me. At least I need your help because I'm
Every day is a chance to be loved. Let Pandora Jewelry remind you that love starts with you.
All right, question number 2 is from Erin. Hey, ladies, I need your help because I'm concerned I'm being harsh. The other day, my mom told me she wants my kids to call her Mama as her grandma name. That's what I want them to call me, as I'm their actual mom. She was asking me if it was okay. She told me. I didn't know how to react. Oh, God. So I sort of was speechless. She seemed upset when I didn't immediately say yes with excitement. But she's also been talking to my kids, 4 years old and 1 year old, and referring to herself as Mama. Mama loves you, and so on. What do I do about this? Is this weird, or am I being too sensitive?
Can I take the first crack at this one?
Sure you can.
Is this anonymous? Let me look back.
It's weird.
Erin.
It's Erin.
Erin, let me say to you, Erin, These are your children. When I have 2 grandchildren and Susan has several, I don't know about you, Susan, but when I had, when my oldest son, my only son who has a child, asked me what my grandmother named, what I wanted to be called, I said I wanted to be called Kiki. And they looked at me and they said, Kiki, that was my nickname as a child. And they said, you don't want to be grandma? I said, no, and I don't want to be granny. And I said, if it's okay with you, I'd like to be Kiki. And that's how my kids, and actually a guy I dated for 10 minutes,
So how
called
do
me.
you feel about mama?
I think it is up to Aaron to say, Mom,
I'm
Mama.
mama.
You know what I would say? Mama, this mama isn't comfortable with calling you mama. Kids are confused easily. We're not going there. Literally, Aaron, just say to her, no, I
No,
don't
that's
want.
a mom's
no,
name,
that's a
right.
mom's name. I'm their mom. You can be grandma. You can be Kiki. You can be Mimi. You can be Gigi. You can be any other name you want, but you cannot be mama. Do you agree or not,
I
Susan?
certainly do. And mama is a mommy's name. And I don't know why your mother's thinking this way, but
She
wrong.
said, is it
She's
weird?
wrong.
I think it is
Yeah, it's
weird that
very
the mother
weird.
wants
It's
to be
very
called
weird.
mama. I did.
Yeah.
So don't allow it, Aaron. She'll get over it.
Oh,
Grandma, Granny will be just fine when your 4-year-old and 1-year-old start calling her whatever the name is.
Can I just say, Erin, it's weird. Yes, you are
Yes.
right. It is very weird.
You're
so
not being
nip it
overly
in the butt
sensitive.
before it gets too far.
Okay, Aaron, let us know, though, before we move on here. Aaron, let
and
us
if
know.
you need me to call your mother, I could do that.
And
I can
trust
do
me, when Susan tells her the way it's going to be, trust me, Aaron, that's the way it's going. All
Oh,
right, here's our
goodness.
next question.
You're getting
I'm
all
not-
the anonymous.
It's okay. We don't care because you know what? The questions, and we've said this before, if you want to write in anonymously, feel free because the questions you're asking don't pertain to your name. Whatever you're thinking, lots of other people are thinking too. So
Yes, you're
just
right.
keep writing away. Keep sending us the
and you
questions.
can help other people without even realizing.
That's right. Okay. Anonymous writes, hey, Susan and Kathy, I need your help. My oldest is at the age where it's time to have the sex talk, but we have a big problem. My husband is hell-bent on going the abstinence route, and I'm incredibly frustrated. I never thought he would want to do this, but he refuses to have us tell our daughter anything other than don't have sex. I wanted to have this conversation with just her and me, but he's insisting on being in the room. How do I go about talking to him about this? Is he right? Any advice would be great. Thanks, ladies.
Well, can I just tell you, my husband and I had the same issue.
Really?
He was all about abstinence until you are married. And I said, it is 2000 and whatever it was. Okay. Absolutely not. I don't know if you're going to love this advice, Kath, but obviously he's hell bent and it's her daughter. You have a private one-on-one with her between you and her. Okay. You need
Susan,
to talk to
Are
her.
you okay? We're really getting into this, everybody. You're gonna love this conversation. Let me first.
Well, let me
anonymous-
finish. Let me finish.
Wait, would you supply birth control to her?
It depends on her age.
Well,
That's
so but okay.
I mean,
keep
if
talking.
she's only just having the talk, you're not ready for birth control. Dear God, I
So
hope.
that is so funny you said that, Susan, because the first thing I was going to say is anonymous. I'm guessing you have waited, like many people do, until your daughter, in this case, is a teenager. If you haven't had the talk about sex and what it means to be a mom at a young age or a dad, the responsibility, the cost. If you haven't done that before they're a teenager, the hormones have taken over and, I don't think personally abstinence works. I think
No.
I love the saying abstinence makes the heart grow fonder. But,
it's absence.
I know. Making a joke. Come on, work with me here.
I just think
so-
he's hiding behind a rock somewhere.
Well, I think I would have the conversation, anonymous. I would have my husband and I were in agreement. So, we got our daughter birth control, and some people are going to say, "Oh, well, you're just inviting your child to have sex."
No.
No, what I'm inviting is to uninvited, unwanted pregnancy. I talk to my children about safe sex.
That's what
being
I
on
was
the pill is not the
No,
solution
doesn't
here
keep you from
either.
getting dead, right?
There's
right.
a lot of communicable diseases. Anonymous, there's a whole lot more at stake than when, unfortunately, I was young and STDs, were few and far between. But that's not the case anymore. So it's a bigger conversation with your husband than pregnancy. It's about STDs. It's about respect. It's about love. It's about how do you want to remember your first time. Those are the conversations I had with my daughter. Did you have those with yours, Susan?
Most absolutely did. And my sons. And it was funny because the things I'd say to my son, they were like, Mom, seriously? I go, boys, you got to learn. You know what no means? Yes, Mom, we know no means no.
But
I go,
that's
even if
important
she's
too.
going, no, and while you're doing something and you're thinking, no, she's just saying, no means no. You
And
don't
good
want to
for
go
you,
to
Susan.
jail. You don't want to rape.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so
Yes.
much more.
Explaining, yeah.
The sex talk is not just about should my, approve of my daughter having sex or my son. It's so much more than that.
is
That's
more
where
than
the
that.
respect comes in. I was trying to sort of put it under an umbrella.
And
But
boys are the worst because they're like, seriously, mom. I go, listen, Daddy says you wait till you get married. Mommy says. And then I just said, one more question, guys. They go, what? I said, are you comfortable buying a condom? They're like, oh my, Mom, they have them in the men's room at the mall. I go, what? You already know this?
let me
I was
just
a
say,
little late.
Susan's boys were 8. They went from the Lego
They were
store.
not.
They went from the Lego store to the boys'
To
room at the
condom
mall.
store.
I'm kidding.
But Anonymous
it's a bigger
also,
conversation. Yeah,
also
it's a
she
bigger.
asked, how do I go about talking to him about this? You need to go privately with your husband and say, babe, it's not just about saying it's okay to have sex. It's about educating your child.
I have a better idea, Susan. Anonymous, play this podcast for him. Let him hear what we say. Because Anonymous's husband, we are 2 women who have raised children. We both have daughters.
Girls and
We-
boys, yeah.
But as I'm saying, we have girls, we have boys. We've had the talk. We have grandchildren. We've seen it all. And so you're on the new frontier here. So
And it's Daddy's little girl. I understand where he's coming from. I do. However, get with the times. Be upfront with your kids. Don't wait too long.
yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
All
love
right, so, Kat.
Let us know. Wait, Anonymous, just let us know how it goes. And if she does end up pregnant, I'd love her to be named after Susan.
To make planning the perfect beach vacation
Michael Smith. I am.
That's try FH with local small business owners in
business. I really didn't have a lot of fear.
Personalized engravings and iconic so much to them. Shop Pandora today in
Playing Red Flag or Red Rose. Well,
Wait a
okay.
minute. So you're going
to be love. Let Pandora Jewelry remind you that love starts with you.
Kathy, it's game time. It's called Red Flag or Red Rose.
to, oh God.
Oh,
Wait a
okay.
minute. So you're going to win this game because I don't get roses. Well, you don't get many more than I do either. So it's a toss-up
I
here,
got
folks.
one
All
more.
right, let's go.
Woohoo.
Let's go.
All right, so today we're going to be playing Red Flag or Red Rose. We'll switch off naming different dating app tactics men use and deciding if we give it a red flag or a red rose. And I'll start us off. Are you ready?
Knock yourself out.
Their profile says, not looking for a long-term partner.
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a long-term partner,
Is it a red flag or a red rose?
I just said it depends. I'm looking for a long-term partner. So for me, it would be a red flag. What about you?
So, it's funny that question came up because when I was on the dating sites, I struggled because your choices, you can't write something, but your choices were long-term, serious relationship. What were the other
Friends,
ones?
friends.
Friends.
This one-
It didn't say
or
friends
casual,
with benefits or
casual,
casual.
casual
Yeah.
relationship.
So it's tough to, but You have to accept what it says. He's not looking for a long-term partner, so that's a red rose because he's being honest.
Oh, I'm misunderstanding. A red flag to me means, I'm sorry, I give him kudos for, I give him a red flag, a red rose for being honest. Yeah. For me, I wouldn't, I'd scroll on by. So maybe I'm not understanding.
We're talking about dating app tactics. And what we think.
Okay, yeah. I would give him, I would give him a red rose because he's being honest. Okay. Their pictures are strictly mirror selfies. Wait,
Kathy, I want to open a business and show men how to take a selfie.
No, guys, we have talked about this. In fact, we're going to talk to our producers. We want to do an episode about teaching men how to write the profiles, what pictures to put up, and which ones not. Sir, gentlemen, available men out there, do not take pictures of yourself in a bathroom, and please keep your shirt on.
Contact us. If we get enough of you, we'll do a whole session towards it. All right.
Really? Red flag.
Their prompt says, all I ask is that you don't take yourself too seriously.
I don't even... That's kind of a red flag.
Let's skip that one. The prompt says, the way to win me over is if you're able to sit through a football game, even if you don't know what's going on.
I'd be insulted because I understand the game of football. So I
would give that a red rose. I mean, he's just saying. Yeah.
I think what these questions are is sort of honest reactions, right? They're just being honest. But I would, to that guy, if I were interested in him, I would write a text and say, not only will I sit through the football game with you, we will discuss the plays and what they could have, should have, would have done.
Do you give him a rose or a flag?
A rose.
Okay, go ahead. Do the next one.
All right. They keep DMing you on the platform. Oh, instead of asking for your number. Red flag. Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
They call themselves a mama boy in their bio.
I'm that guy doesn't get a flag or a rose. He's out of there.
He should just give it up. That's a red flag to me.
Red flag.
Okay.
They like you, swipe on you first, but they don't send you a DM when you match, not including Bumble. It means they're not interested. It's a red rose.
Well, they swipe because they like the picture, and I guess they'll go back later. I mean...
I think a lot of guys... and you and I have done the same thing. Oh, that guy looks interesting. You
go back later and look and go.
And then you look at the profile and go, "What the hell was I drinking last night?"
Yes. But I wouldn't give that a red flag.
No, I'd give it a red rose.
Yeah, I'd give it a red rose.
Oh, he thought better of it, or she thought better of it. Yeah. Okay.
They match with you on every dating app, but they never DM you. Red flag.
Red flag. Yeah. God, Susan, what did we have our Wheaties this morning? Like, what the hell? We're agreeing on everything. Okay, they have a picture. Oh God, I can't even read this. They have a picture with an animal or fish they've hunted.
Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag.
Wait, can I just say? Let me just say.
Yeah.
I am from Boston. I live in Texas. I know I'm going to take heat for this. If I never see a guy again with his shirt undone, with a cracked open beer in one hand and a dead fish hanging from a fishing line ever again, it will not be too soon.
Wait a minute. I didn't even hear the rest of it. With an animal or fish they hunted.
I don't care. If it's their pet.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Unless you're into that, of course. Okay.
Look at me. Repeat with me.
Red flag.
Okay, moving along.
As your first messaging, they ask what you think the reason is that you haven't found someone yet. Oh, God, they ask that all the time.
They do.
I don't think that's a red flag, though.
You do. Oh, I do.
You do? Why?
I'll tell you.
They're curious.
Yeah, I think... the question, the prompt here says, as your first messaging. I think that's a conversation. You and I've talked about, when is it appropriate to talk about this, that, or the other?
Yeah.
That's a conversation for later down the road, in my opinion. So to me, a guy, that's a pushy guy. And I don't know if we have time here, but I'm just going to quickly tell you, I met a guy, he actually reached out to me on Facebook because we have mutual friends, and he jumped in. Susan already knows this, all of this that I'm telling, but I just want the audience here. He jumped in very quickly. You know, how long has it been since you've had a relationship? He jumped in
20 questions, yeah.
Yeah, 20 deep questions. And I was telling my daughter, Caitlin, and Caitlin said, Mom, that is a red flag. She literally used that word. And I said, tell me why. She said, it's too much, too fast. Can I just tell you? After one date with the guy and several phone conversations, she was absolutely right. This guy was running at warp speed. So I think it's a red flag. I do. Too much.
First one we're going to disagree on, because I've been asked several times, and I've even asked men, not many, but I mean, when you're looking at a picture and reading a few words about somebody, and now you're chatting, not on the phone, just by DMs, you say, what's a good-looking guy like you? Why are you still alone? And my answer was, I'm really picky. You know, I know what I want. You asked, I
just
deliver.
think it's a weird question when you're first messaging. But, you know, okay. We're agreeing mostly today, so I'll take it. All right.
Okay.
Their first DM is telling you that they're a personality guy.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
They ask to see you immediately upon matching. I give that a rose too, because that's how I am.
And I'm a little different from you, Susan. We've talked about this too. I would rather talk on the phone first before meeting someone. I kind of want to get a little vibe before I meet them. It can just be one phone call, but. And for those of you out there who don't, and I've told Susan to get this, safety first. You don't want to give somebody I don't anyway, my phone number first off. I give them my Google phone number. And those of you who don't know what that is, look it up. You can get a Google
Kathy
phone
has
number.
2 lines.
Huh?
You have 2 lines. You told me. Yeah, you shared that with me.
But the reason I give the guy the Google number is it's not traceable. He cannot find out where I live. With a cell phone number, you would be amazed what you can find out. So those of you who are on dating, my PSA today is get a Google number. You can't be traced. Okay, your turn. Go.
How about they only message you at odd hours of the evening, 11 p.m. or later? Flag. Red flag. How dare you?
Yeah. Well,
that has happened as well.
Wait, Susan, would you answer it?
No, hell no.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I have to people that I was really curious or interested in, and it was a mistake. So, there you go.
No, I don't even... Well, first I turn my phone on silent when I go to bed. The only phone time my phone is ringing is if my kids call me, because I have them on a special thing. If they call me in the middle of the night, my phone rings. I don't know, Susan. We have had... I don't know what to say. We've had so much fun today answering questions. We're agreeing too much. What does this mean? Are we morphing into each other?
This doesn't mean anything, Kath. Wait till we get to a different game. You'll see.
But it was fun. I like that game. I'm really serious. I do. Don't you think we should do something about helping guys?
Please. So I don't know if enough men are actually listening, but women out there, I know you have friends and your friends have friends. Tell the guys about us. I'm serious. And we could help them. We could tell them to tune in or reach out anonymously.
Guy was asking me about dating last night. And, it's like, he goes, oh, you have some good thoughts. I'm like, yeah, because I'm a woman and I've been there. But, here's the thing that I've been single. It's coming up on, I can't believe it, almost 6 years since my husband passed away. I'm realizing that things don't really change that much in the dating world. You said it yourself on another episode. We're all looking for someone to love and to be loved. I mean, that's kind of universal at this point. It looks a little different at our age, but
it's about the dating apps that we were talking about today. I mean, at one point I was opposed to ever going on them again. And then you sit and you're by yourself for a while and you go, let's check it out. And then only to find the same people on there. Why haven't they found anybody? You get discouraged. But then again, It is the way of the world.
Well, but
It
I
really
think
is.
it is and it isn't. I mean, I read something recently that said they're going back to more organic ways, meeting in clubs
Or somebody introducing you.
Yeah. Who was saying that to us when we interviewed, was it Keith, I want to say? And he said he went back
on, yeah.
But but he said most of his dates come from friends.
Friends of friends.
But you know what the problem for women is? There's more single women than men.
There's more women in the world than men when you think about it.
So
then we're growing older, and I truly believe men kind of go first. So that makes it the odds are even worse.
And what is the other fact that, has always been a hot button for me, but I've had to accept it. Men usually are looking for younger women.
I don't think we should put our ages down. Not until after you get to know somebody, so they know how old you are.
On the dating app, Susan, you have to put your age down.
I know.
In fact, a friend said to me, I should lie, but I'm not going to.
I know.
All right.
Boy. Like I said, this goes so fast, but again,
I know it does.
Anybody that's listening, tell the men to reach out. We are not opposed to helping them out.
And
get a better profile, better selfies. Yeah.
In the meantime, Susan, friends pick friends up. So I'm going to be on the lookout for you.
Okay.
Okay, folks, that does it for this episode of Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. We've had a blast. We hope we've helped you with our questions. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yes. And those guys that did anonymouses, we're really thinking about those questions. We really are. So let us know. And be sure to follow us on Bachelor Happy Hour as we have new episodes coming out every week. And you guys do not want to miss these. I mean, think about it.
Who wants to miss this? But listen, we just said anonymous questions. We don't care. You don't need to assign a name to it. We're going to answer the question regardless. So feel free to reach out to us. Very simple. Go to bachelornation.com/golden hour or DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
And listen to your Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to your podcast. Ciao for now.
Have a great week.